here at the OneMedForum, and right now I'm joined by Michael Liebman with Strategic Medicine. And Michael, can you give us a little bit of an overview of your company?
Yes, thank you. Strategic Medicine is a company that's focused on understanding the stratification of disease and the stratification of patients, and then how putting those two kinds of information together, we can develop better care management for patients, as well as identify new opportunities for pharmaceutical and diagnostic development.
Okay, tell me about the specific needs that you're meeting in the market.
Well, one of the problems that we see is that a lot of translational medicine and translational research has focused on taking problems and solutions that are developed in the academic environment or the laboratory and trying to convert them into commercial value. And the limitation of doing that is that while the problems may be very interesting to approach in the lab, they aren't necessarily actually addressing clinical issues. So we start in the clinic to identify true clinical problems, move those to the laboratory, so that the research then has a much more direct path to application.
So we're talking about streamlining research and making it as beneficial as possible, making sure that it has a need to meet when the research is done.
Right, and that benefits both the patient and physician as well as the commercial groups, the pharma or biotech or payers.
What is your view of personalized medicine?
My view is that personalized medicine, as it's evolved, has been focused a lot on genomics and genetics. And to really understand the individual, the patient who's sitting in the office and needs to be treated, what we have to understand more broadly is their entire life history. That includes lifestyle, environmental exposures, other diseases, other medications, because all of these things tend to play into impacting the way a diagnostic or therapeutic works and even the presentation of a disease.
How do you see personalized medicine evolving in the future as we move forward with healthcare reform?
Well, what we're hoping is that a lot of the emphasis in healthcare reform, which is also including looking at electronic health records, will understand the difference between an electronic health record and a personalized health record. Personalized health record looks again at the full lifetime profile of the individual and enables that depth of information to be brought to bear to better understand what the patient represents at time of diagnosis and also how they'll respond to different drugs, not just genomics or genetics.
Tell me about your company's presence on the international markets.
One of the things we've evolved from because of our work with the Department of Defense is an appreciation of preventive medicine. And preventive medicine has been a difficult road to follow in the U.S. with the multi-payer system. We have a base, Strategic Medicine BV in the Netherlands, which is focused on working with the Dutch government and other groups outside of the U.S., where preventive medicine is not only better understood, but actually practiced.
And I understand you have a specific project with the Mayo Clinic. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We're working with the Mayo Clinic in developing what we call an adaptive knowledge platform. That also includes the group Medical Decision Logics and Endopus. And what we're doing is looking at the difference between the decisions that are made in a clinical guideline from the decisions that are actually made in the clinic by the physician based on their experience or based on their need or response and compliance as well as the patient's compliance. We then partner with Thomson Reuters to be able to understand in depth what the true level of evidence is for those decisions. Once we've identified those gaps, we can then start to actually improve the clinical decision side for patients and physicians, but also convert that economically into a business case for where there are significant new opportunities for either diagnostic or therapeutic development by obviously pharmaceutical and biotech companies, but even for the payers to know what are best reimbursable points of intervention.
Great. Well, Michael, you're presenting later today here at the OneMedForum. Good luck. Thank you for discussing your developments with us.
Thank you very much.